Welcome to another work solution. Today we're going to be looking at question 10 from the May 2014 Time Zone 1, paper 4. Okay, and these particular questions are focused on functions and algebra. And first we've been asked to figure out f of 4. That's nice and easy. We're just going to substitute 4 into our function here. So f of 4, let's just substitute 4 in where all of our x's are. So 2 lots of 4 minus 3, 2 lots of 4 are 8 minus 3, 8 minus 3 is 5. This one's nice and easy. Answer is 5. Now the second one, we've actually got f of h. Okay, f of h means that we've got a composite function. That's what we've got, a function within a function, and we're going to take h. We're going to take f. We're going to replace our x's with what h is, and then we've got -1 with what h is. We're going to replace our x's here with -1. So f of h of x, I'll leave it at so I'll simplify it for you. So let's just take our f of x function, so it's going to be 2. Now we're going to replace x with our h function, so it's going to be 2 lots of 3x minus 3. Okay, so that's f of h of x. All right, now let's do f of h of -1. So f of h of -1 will be equal to 2 lots of, here's our h function here, 3. Now we're going to replace x with our -1. -1, okay, minus 3. All right, so now we just need to simplify this here. Now, take this up to here. We haven't got too much room here. So what does 3 to the power of -1 equal? Well, if we take the reciprocal of that, okay, we'll actually be able to take that exponent and make it positive. So we're going to have 2 of 1 over 3. So 2 lots of 1 over 3 minus 3. Okay. By taking the reciprocal, all right, so I mean by taking the 3 and putting it down to the denominator, makes that negative exponent positive. All right, so 2 lots of 3 is going to be, 2 lots of 1/3 is going to be 2/3 minus 3. Now you can just pop this into your calculator if you like, all right, or I can just show you how to do it manually. 2 lots of 3, that's basically 2 lots of 3 minus, now 3, if I want to convert that to the same fraction, have the same denominator, it's going to be 9 over 3, so minus 9 over 3, and then we'll end up with minus 7 over 3. Or if you want to have a mixed number, that's going to be 2, or -2, with 1 left over, 1 over 3. Okay, so that's the second part. Now let's have a look at the third part. Now we've been asked to find out f-1 is the inverse. Whenever you see that -1, that we're talking about the inverse of something. It could be a sine function or whatever, but we want to find the inverse of our function f of x. So the inverse of this. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to swap out our x's and our y portions of this function here. So f of x we're going to replace with y, okay, because y is a function of x. So y will be equal to 2x minus 3. So to find the inverse, we're going to swap our x and our y's, and then we're going to solve for y again. So we're going to make that x is equal to 2 lots of y minus 3. We'll apply our algebra skills here. So I want to isolate my y here. I've got 2y. Let's get rid of that -3. So I'll add 3 on this side. Now my number 1 rule of an equation is if I'm going to do something on one side, I need to do it to the other. So I'm going to add 3 on the other side. So we'll have 2y will be equal to, they cancel out, x plus 3. Now, I'm not interested in 2y. I want to know what y is. I'm solving for y. So my y will be equal to find out y, I need to divide this side by 2. So my number one rule of an equation, what I do on one side I must do on the other. Y will be equal to x plus 3 over 2. Okay, so y is equal to x plus 3 over 2. All right. Okay. Now we'll do this last part here for this video, and then we'll do the rest on another video. So let's, because I don't want to run out of time. So find f of x in its simplest form. Now again, this is a composite function. This is a function within a function. Okay, so we're going to swap out our x for the f function, so it's itself again. So we know that f of x is 2x minus 3. If we go back and just double check here, f of x is 2x minus 3. Okay, f of x is going to be equal, okay, so we've got f of x is going to be 2x. Now that we're going to swap out that x and we're going to put f back in there. So 2x is going to be 2x minus 3, okay, minus 3. So that's f of x, okay, replacing the x for f of x, putting that on the inside there. And now we can just use our distributive law here. So 2 will be 4x minus 6, and then minus 3. And then if we simplify that, that's going to be 4x minus 9. Okay? All right. So I hope that's helped. Please comment below if you need any more clarification for those particular questions there. And just click on the next video if you'd like to see what part 5, 6, and B are, which we're about to look at now. All right. Thanks for watching.